He was steady for...
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back to throw here, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
A beautiful spin and room to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. In motion right is Johnston. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 23 carries, 73 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run at not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
Go, hey, go, go, go. Ready?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. You talk about this Jets defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And his kick here is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
To throw on 2nd down. Hobbs. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Hobbs. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The Jets are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hobbs. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hobbs. And Pryor's got it. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game. 21 carries, 113 yards, and a score.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. On 1st down, Hobbs flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hobbs able to find Pryor. Touchdown! A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are able to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Chargers offense back onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Back to the air, Herbert on second down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And we often talk about defensive end setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers, but how about here? This is a quarterback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
To throw on 3rd down, Hobbs. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
On 4th down, Hobbs. Pryor has it complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Hobbs. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Hobbs. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off.
Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. 92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So down inside the 5-yard line, I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Baylor Tigers.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Run. Set. Run.
Here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Moody good with the extra point. And it makes the score 21-10. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Throwing on first down. Hobbs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Hobbs. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Okay, ready?
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And it's caught. And he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with career touchdown number 162, tying him with LaDainian Tomlinson for third place all time. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Herbert. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Come on. Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Let's go now.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Hobbs. And this is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Hobbs. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here.
Here we go.
4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st and 10, Hobbs. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Throwing right, and that's complete.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall
with career touchdown number 163. That moves him past LT and into 3rd place all time.
And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Let's go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Shreds the tackle. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the
touchdown, Chargers.
Quentin Johnston,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was Quentin Johnston who finished that drive off with a touchdown grab. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
18 more yards there and another first down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Looking to throw. Hobbs. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
To throw again. Hobbs. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Hobbs.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run, too.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Hobbs. This is caught. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Hobbs. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Chargers 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Herbert on 3rd down now. is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
5-9.
They snap it to Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Herbert throwing again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down.
And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
3rd and 2, Herbert under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Herbert's this throw taken in by Johnston.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Herbert now. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. From 10 yards out.
And the Chargers get a bit closer. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that drive spans 13 plays. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Dances by him. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Looking to throw on second down. Hobbs. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
That is caught, and he is going to have a Jets first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving.
Touchdown! A great play there. 29 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Chargers 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Herbert operating from the red zone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Go.
Again, Herbert. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, so the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. That one looks like he'll throw here.
He's got a full head of steam.
And finally down at the 36-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have